23-24. That was the record of the Boston Celtics on the 22nd of January in the 2021-2022 NBA season. That is insane. And now we're talking about these same Celtics in the 2021-2022 NBA Finals against the Golden State Warriors. They haven't actually had the easiest road as well. The Boston Celtics beat probably the top teams in the Eastern Conference outside of the Philadelphia 76ers. They took on Brooklyn in round one. They won that. Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. They took on the Bucks. They won that. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Drew Holiday. And finally, they go up against probably one of the toughest teams in the Eastern Conference, the number one seed of that in the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Now, how have they done it? They've been doing it on one end of the floor ever since the 22nd of January. They've been doing it on defense. Defense wins championships. Defense will win you championships. All right? Now, they've dominated that side of the floor. They rank 6th overall in defensive rating, which is a very key statistic for how good your defense is in the regular season. They rank number 1 overall in defensive rating throughout the playoffs. Marcus Smart, of course, is a very big reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. Simply because the Defensive Player of the Year wreaks havoc on that side of the floor. Getting steals, taking out the best player. And by the way, Stephen Curry shoots his lowest percentage when he's being defended by Marcus Smart. Very interesting stat to look at and a very interesting matchup to look at in the NBA Finals. But it's just not the defensive side of the ball where Marcus Smart has made an impact. Ever since the 22nd of January, he has averaged 8 assists per game for the Boston Celtics, being that stabilizing force on the offensive end for them. Now, of course, you mix in your Jason Tatum, who's been an absolute revelation for the Boston Celtics, being their superstar, and Jaylen Brown. Now, you got to remember, at this point in the year, in the 22nd of January, people were saying, blow it up. It's not going to work. 2 perimeter guys who need the ball too much. It's a catastrophe. They were they had such a bad record. All of a sudden, they flip it around. Why? It's because you do it on the defensive end. Hustle hard. You don't need talent to win on the defensive end. It's all effort. It's all effort. And they did that. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum all of a sudden then figured out the chemistry that they needed to make sure that they get W's, which at the end of the day is all that matters. No one talks about number 2. But everybody talks about number 1. In the Eastern Conference, number 1 is right now the Boston Celtics. Now, apart from that, you got guys like Grant Williams, who's been able to come up with really big games in the postseason. You saw it against the Milwaukee Bucks. Peyton Pritchard, who's also stepped up this year. And of course, Big Al Horford. Big shout out to him because this is going to be his first NBA Finals appearance in his entire career. The Boston Celtics have a great opportunity to steal this chip. The matchup seems to favor them. But we will all see when Game 1 unfolds. We are in the NBA Finals, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. Alright guys, don't forget to check out our video down below of why we believe the Boston Celtics will win this year's NBA championship. I'll see you soon.